afternoon. I'm Monisa Klein here at the GBTA broadcast studio, and joining me today is Christal Bemont, who is the new CEO for Direct Travel. Christal, welcome.
Thank you.
It's great
so good to
have
be here
you
again.
Yes. And how's the convention been for you?
Incredible. It's so busy. I think there's a buzz and excitement happening, and changes abound.
Yes, absolutely. I walked by your booth on the way over here.
What'd you think?
And it was packed. You had a lot of activity and a lot of customers there. It looked like a lot of good conversation was taking place.
Going on. Yes,
excellent.
We're very excited.
Well, we're thrilled to have you. And again, congratulations on your new role.
Thank you so much. I'm thrilled to be here. This is a great joy. I think when we met in Canada for the last GBTA with Suzanne, I was so excited. And I think I'm even more excited than I was a few weeks ago.
Wow.
So,
That's great. That's great. So kind of on that note, you've taken the helm here during a very chaotic time, right? Lots happening in the industry, lots happening in the world. What excites you most about the role?
Yeah, look, I think we're at this great inflection point of change. And in order to really embrace change, you have to acknowledge that change is needed. And I think there's an awareness and an acknowledgement now that change is needed, and we are positioned well for that change. And I think it takes a mindset that you have to, really embrace what the future can hold. And, we are lined up with our Avenir. We released a new branding that we have for our tech stack partners of Spontaneous Center and Troop, which is called Avenir.
Okay.
It's the French word for future.
Okay.
And I'm really, really excited about the fact that, it's what the future holds for us and in turn for our customers.
Okay. What keeps you up at night? So on the flip side, what?
Well, look, I think one of the things that's been tough being here is to see how frustrated a lot of people are in terms of when they're walking into our booth saying, "Can you help us?" I look at that as someone who takes it very seriously, taking care of people and customers, and using that through both people services that we have at Direct, but also through technology. And I feel very compelled to, kind of embrace the things that they need to help them solve their problems, but I feel very frustrated for them. And so what keeps me up at night is the struggles that customers have. And what I mean by that is the people that are coming into our booth wanting to talk to us for the first time, and they're telling us the things that they're going through. And that, I think a lot about like what we can do to help other people, along with continuing to evolve what we can provide for our customers that we have today. I just think the world is going through a lot right now. And so I think about what is our role in making sure that we can do better by the travelers that are out there, the travel managers, and even in the suppliers. Look, there's a lot of things to break down. And I just feel like we're responsible for helping make sure that, some of those problems are solved.
That's great. Well, good.
Yeah.
Those are good problems to have, right?
It's, with the responsibility also comes opportunity, and vice versa.
Right.
And so I look at that and I embrace it fully. And I think we've got just the team to do it and just the technology partners to do it for sure.
Excellent. Well, I love your enthusiasm.
Thank you.
I know you'll be very successful there.
Yeah.
So
we're excited.
As part of the acquisition of Direct Travel by an investment group, and I know Steve Singh was a part of that, right?
My dear friend, yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I think you just announced plans for a new technology stack. Maybe that's up. And
yes.
What's the latest on that? Tell us a little bit more about that.
So what we unveiled this week at GBTA is Avenir, which is the name of that technology stack. So it's just think of it as a kind of an umbrella for all of the technology or innovation that we'll release. It starts with Spontaneous, which is the engine that includes booking, but is always the new plumbing that's being provided in terms of all the travel procurement. Center, which is a card, financial payment solution for expenses, and then Troop for meetings and event planning. So that's the first set of technology under Avenir. And Avenir, again, is that word for future, French word for future. And it's really what we see as the starting point for really laying the foundation for what the future will hold. And the reason why we selected those partners for two reasons. One, because they're built on an open architecture. And that's really important because that allows us to add additional solutions on top of it, allows us to combine it with other solutions that'll be kind of an evolution of what we can do on top of the travel planning and the booking and expenses and so forth. But it's also because they've each individually rethought how to solve the problem. And it's been just such a wonderful thing to see how they've thought about the current problems and even looked at the future problems and how they can kind of not only re-architect, but also rethink how to go solve that. And sometimes just in life, you really need to look towards what the future is, not what the past is only, into solving those problems. And that's exactly what they've done. So we're thrilled to be partnered with them.
Excellent. Well, on that note, what do you think travel managers should be thinking about as they look at 2025 and beyond?
Yeah. Look, I think when I talk to them, there's uncertainty. There's still the same things that have existed for a very long time: safety of their traveler, the experience of the travelers, making sure that the programs are efficient and effective in terms from a cost perspective. They still have the same obligations. The problem is that all the things around them are continuing to change, and there's a bit of chaos, there's a bit of uncertainty, and so I look at it in a way that says, how do we help them through that? How do we partner with them in a way that tries to create less uncertainty? How do we make sure that we're helping them through inflection points that aren't certain? I think it's very hard right now to know what travel is going to look like in 3 or 4 or 5 years, certainly. But being partnered with someone that can help you through those different inflection points and making sure that we're continuing to evolve. I think travel managers need to, still stay focused on their travelers and stay focused on the safety. And of course, there's more pressure on cost. I think it's being partnered with people that are going to help you through that and are putting their own investment, like who's investing in their companies and in their technology and in their people. And I think those are the people you stay partnered with to, it's always about who you surround yourself with.
Absolutely.
Is what I say.
Absolutely.
And so I think, we'll all be fine as long as we stay, surrounded with really good people that are trying to solve those problems.
Good.
Yeah.
Excellent. I love it. Well, it
Thank
sounds
you.
like you've got a great vision, and you certainly have the enthusiasm and the drive to do this. So I'm just so
we're
excited for you.
Look, if we do this right, here's what will happen. We will be the most admired for how we take care of people and the most innovative TMC in the world. That's our goal. And whatever else happens from there, it's all good. But if we can be thought of as an admired, partner, and we can continue to innovate, then I think we're doing our part.
Well, it looks like you're off to a great start.
We are.
So
we are.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you
All the best in
Thank you
this
very
new
much.
endeavor. I'm just so excited for you, and
Thank you.
I know you'll do great things.
We're gonna really put our best foot forward.
Good.
So thank you very much.
Thank you, Christal.
Thanks.
I'm Monisa Klein here at the GBTA Broadcast Studio.